My wife was a teacher in a school and she used to come late home every day. My name is Scott, and my wife's name is Liana. When we got married, we had some money and we thought that with this money, we would start our own business. My wife was a very good person and I loved her very much. But something very bad happened to us when we invested this money in a small business with another person who assured us that everything would be fine. He claimed it would be a turning point in our lives and we would never regret it. I assure you this, he said, you people will get a profit every month and your money will remain intact. You can withdraw your money whenever you want. Liana was a bit worried about it, and she had doubts. How can he double our money in a month? That man insisted this was all legal, and we would not have to worry about it. We had collected this money together for our future because we had known each other for 5 years, and the intention was to marry after we settled down. But then we had to get married because Liana's father had a will that she would not get her share unless she got married. Well, that amount was very small, but still, every dollar was precious to us. That's why we married each other. And this money was the outcome of our hard work. We collected it with great difficulty. In the very beginning, he gave us a profit for a couple of months. When we got the profit, we were very happy. I thought that our business was getting a grip on the market. But later, we came to know that the business had sunk. It was so shocking to us because we were dreaming about our future. And we had spent all the profit we got in for months. And now, the man was telling us that the business was finished, and we wouldn't get any penny of it. This was so bad. We were so shocked and so worried. My wife asked for a refund because she said that it was not our fault. You're the one who is handling the business. But he said that this was pointless and to forget about the refund. Why on earth do you expect your money back? It's not only your money. My money is also gone. And now I do not have anything. You are the one who is investing only 30%. My 70% is gone. Do you guys hear this? I am now in a hand-to-mouth situation. He was also telling the truth. He didn't have anything at the time, so we thought he was also in trouble. But we came to know in a few weeks that he did the same thing to many people. He convinced foolish people like us to invest their money in his business. You will get a monthly profit. Your money will also double. You will not spend a single dollar. Everyone believed in such a thing. This is what we did because we were in serious need of money. We wanted to start our life. We wanted to plan our married life, and we seriously wanted to have a baby. These things are all costly for sure, but we did wrong. We took the shortcut and we got stuck badly. When we both lost our money, we started arguing with each other a lot, arguing about little things. One day, I came home and Liana made noodles. And I got angry seeing the noodles. I said that she made them yesterday. I'm tired of eating this. I want to eat steak. I want to eat pizza. I want to eat a burger. So Liana said, we don't have much money. I have only $5 and with them, I made this food for you. If you don't believe me, I made it myself. I have not eaten anything else. I also don't want to eat them, but when there is no money, what should I do? I realized that I did a lot of wrong by getting angry. Our situation was bad, but we both should have supported each other. We should not have been angry with each other, but we could not do anything by sitting at home. Then Liana said that she could teach children. I have a high school degree, and I will do a teaching job in a school. I was shocked. I said, you can teach, but you never told me about it. She said you never asked, and I didn't tell. I always wanted to do this business. That was my target. But yes, I can teach, and I will get a job. I said, okay, you look for a job, and I will too. She got a job very quickly. Although it was not easy to get a job so quickly, maybe she had a degree. That's why everything was easily done. But I didn't have a degree because when I was in high school, I was bullied a lot by the boys and girls. That's why I quit high school. And I always thought about doing business. The money I saved was also given to me by my family. I didn't know what to do, but Liana got a job, and things got better at home. She was earning good money, due to which we were getting food and supplies on time. But I could not sit at home. I was not that kind of person, so I had to do something. But suddenly, she became very busy. And when she used to go to her teaching job, she used to come back very late. I told her that school probably ends at 2 o'clock. Then why do you come so late? She said that there is a lot of traffic on the road sometimes. I saved the ticket money. I asked her not to do this. Don't bother yourself just to save a bus ticket. I told her not to do that. It's not that much of a problem, but she used to come late quite often, and because of her lateness, I didn't suspect that she was hiding something else was on the way to us. And it was bad, really bad. One night, I heard the sound of my wife crying, so for a while, I kept wondering if it was true. Was she crying, or was I hallucinating? but she was crying indeed. Then I looked at her and turned on the light in the room. She immediately started wiping her tears. I said, "What is the matter? Why are you crying?" I hugged her. I started consoling her. She was not telling me at first, but when I asked again and again, she said that our money was sunk and what we thought didn't happen. I said that even more money is lost by people, and the mistake was ours. We trusted the wrong person. Don't take stress. It will be all right. If we both are together, then what is the matter? But she was looking at me in a strange way. She said, "If you ever find out that I have done something wrong, will you leave me?" I said, "What kind of question is this? Why are you talking about it at night?" She said, "Just answer my question. Will you leave me then?" I said, "I will never leave you." She said, "What if I made a huge mistake that can't be forgiven by anyone, then what will I do?" I said, "If you make a mistake, I will forgive you, because I don't have anyone in this world except you. I'm used to being with you. I can't live without you. Yes, I will forgive you, so don't worry. We will talk again about it. And don't worry about the money. We can save the same amount of money, and we will do something good with our lives. You don't need to worry." I comforted her and put her to sleep, but I started thinking to myself why she was crying like that. What was it that made her so upset? Because I knew very well that my wife was a very brave person. In our marriage, I never saw her crying like this. I was not getting a job even after working hard. I only knew about business, but I didn't have any business-related degree. I said that I have a lot of ideas and policies in mind. I can start a big business even with a small amount of money. I have ideas. And people said that if your idea sinks, what will we do? You don't have a degree. We can't even file a case against you because tomorrow you will say that if I didn't have it, then why did these people trust me and give me their money? I was very worried. I had only one option. I did some hard work because I didn't have a penny in my pocket at that time. I had a lot of ideas, but I wanted to double my little money first and then bring the idea to the market. I didn't know that I would be empty-handed. With the money that came from my wife's salary, we bought things. But if one of us fell ill suddenly, we didn't even have money for medicine. When I reached home, my wife told me very good news. She placed a small gift in front of me. I said, "What is it?" Then she said, "A gift for you." I said, "Where did you get the money from?" She said, "Open it." I had already taken it, so I opened it. When I saw the gift, tears welled up in my eyes because inside was a baby's shirt with the words "Daddy, I'm coming to you" written on it. I immediately understood what it meant. After all, my wife and I used to have similar dreams, which means that I was going to be a father, and my wife was expecting. We cried with joy and hugged each other, but both of us were thinking in our hearts about where we would get the money for this child. This made me think about what I had to do the next day. At some place where a new building was being built and some construction work was going on, I went there and I said I am ready to do any work, no matter what the work is. The foreman said, "Okay, then get ready." For the whole day, I worked very hard, but when I came home, my wife came to know that I had done something like this today because I was very tired, and my clothes were also covered with cement. She said, "Now you do all this." Then I said that something has to be done, and we men don't care much. We are very strong. We will do it, don't worry. But one thing was very strange. Since my wife found out that she was a mother-to-be, she used to worry more. We also had nothing before, we were always in trouble, but she never behaved like this. She used to tell me again and again that I am not a good wife. You will not forgive me, and you will leave me, and I was worried about why she said such things. She used to come late from school. One day, I came to know that today was a public holiday, but still, she went to school today. And even today, she came late. Whatever was happening at school, due to which my wife was so worried. Well, now there was great happiness in our life. Our child is coming, so I had to go to school to find out what the problem was. Maybe someone was bothering my wife. One day, I decided to go to her school without telling her. I thought I wanted to see what happens there. If she saw me there, I would say I came to pick her up and make any excuse. Because nothing could please my wife. Even if she was sitting with me, she used to be very sad. She used to cry every night. I was very worried for her. Her condition was not such that she should take so much tension. She was going to be the mother of my child. These 9 months were meant to be the most beautiful time of her life. But she was already making herself so sad. That's why I went to the school. I was told that she would be in her class at that time. But when I went there, she was not there. I asked the children. They said, "We don't know." I asked a couple of other people, and they said, "We don't know either where she is." Then I stood near a wall and started looking around. My wife is not in the school. When I heard my wife's voice from across the wall, I looked to see which building this wall belonged to and what was its direction. It turned out that it was the principal's office. When I went inside, I was surprised to see the scene in front of me. They were shocked to see me because I entered with a jerk, and I was not being allowed in. The principal was harassing my wife. My wife was crying, and it was clear that she was not going to sit with him willingly. But he was holding my wife in his lap, and was trying to hold her face close to his lips. After seeing me, there was a calmness on her face. She ran to me, and I started insulting this man right there. You do all these things with the people who work in your school. Other people also came there, and they also saw everything. One man was even making a video. That was enough to insult him here. I was an ordinary person and could not do anything more. I came home with my wife and she said, I didn't have a degree. I lied to you, but I went to school and told them to take my test. I can teach. They hired me, but what did I know that the principal had his eyes on me? After that, he started harassing me and said that if you want to work here, then you have to do all this. I used to make some excuse every day. He used to call me to his office every day. He wanted to cross the last line, but I saved my dignity with difficulty. And ever since I found out that I was going to be a mother, I wanted to die or leave here. But if I quit my job, then where will the money come from? You were already working so hard. I didn't want to see you in pain. I held my head and said, you didn't need to do all this. You should have told me on the first day. I would have taught him a lesson from the first day. He can't do that to someone's wife. Today all the problems are mine. I will solve my problems. You don't need to go out. You are not feeling well. You are going to sit at home. My wife hugged me and started crying. I told her that it's not your fault. Don't worry, and after that, we thought about improving our lives. I worked very hard. My wife used to sit at home and do some work. So we saved some money and started a small business. And today, we have so much money that we live in a nice house. And our lovely little daughter has also come into this world. We are very happy together. We have to support each other in problems, but don't let someone take advantage of your partner's compulsion. Tell everything and do not hide anything from him or her. He should know what is going on in your life. If someone is doing bad things to you, you should immediately complain about it. Don't give him a chance to use you.